The problem is that right now we've got David dead. Those people that were in that house, we've got their side of the story. And their side of the story really isn't helping you out right now.
This is Lintonio Pooh Quinn, sitting in a cold interrogation room alongside his two accomplices, Cleveland Golden and Tatiana Williams. Together, all three of them thought they could get away with the murder of 27-year-old David Washington. But that is about to change very soon, once they realize everything was caught on camera.
We've got you on video trying to load him up in that car.
I put this on my 8 kids. I love to death. I didn't do anything.
That's horse. We know it's horse. We got you on video.
And as Lintonio lies, the other begs.
My hand God, man. Listen, man. My hand God, man. I have kids, man. I was not a part of none of this.
While the last thinks it's a complete joke.
I got caught today for my kid.
Okay, you might not be making it today.
But with their combined room temperature IQ, making these three realize they will spend the rest of their lives in jail will be as easy as 1.
So what did George do with it? Murder?
2.
He's going to prison for the rest of his life. So whether you want to sit down there with him, that's up to you.
3.
You'll spend the rest of your life in prison.
God,
Get
man.
right with God and tell me
I'm
getting up and I'm getting out of this room.
Around 4:15 p.m. on January 23, 2018, deputies in Pensacola, Florida responded to the scene of a shooting outside of a residence on 48th Avenue near Lillian Highway. Upon arrival, they found 27-year-old David Washington lying dead on the side of the road, and it didn't take authorities long to figure out how he got there. The house he was found outside of belonged to a known drug dealer, and when witnesses told police that a gold Ford Taurus was seen leaving the area, the likely motive became clear. This was a home invasion gone wrong, and David had paid with his life. But who were the partners in crime that left him for dead? Police found a bank card in the front yard with the name Tatiana Williams on it, and it soon proved the break in the case they were looking for. They drove to Tatiana's address and immediately spotted the gold Taurus parked outside in the carport. She was taken into custody along with accomplices Lintonio Quinn and Cleveland Golden, where all three were made to answer for this botched home invasion gone wrong. The following footage was provided by the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. Lintonio's first at bat, and it's clear from the beginning he won't be hitting any home runs during this interview.
All right, Lintonio. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Investigator Knotts, and whoever just came in and left that Sergeant Cogswell, he'll probably be coming back in here. Listen, I just want to tell you before we get started, we already know everything. We know that this was a robbery. It was a robbery that wasn't supposed to turn out like this. David D. wasn't supposed to die. We know that. That's your people. This wasn't supposed to happen this way. Okay? But the problem is that right now... Huh? The problem is that right now, we've got David D. dead, and we've got those people that were in that house, we've got their side of the story, all right? And their side of the story really isn't helping you out right now. You know what I'm saying? So we've got to hear your side of the story to try to figure out what happened, what really happened. Because if we don't get that, it's only ever going to be their side.
And we understand that it was just going to be a robbery. Okay? It is what it is. But in the course of it, somebody got killed.
Your family got killed. Your cousin. Your people. And now his mama is calling me.
Blaming me.
And she's crying.
I've been crying all night, and I wasn't in there. That was when I first got in the police car. I asked for a lawyer, cause I ain't have no parts. I don't care what nobody say. I got witness where I was at the time.
Okay. If you're telling us that you're wanting a lawyer, we can't ask you any questions. But just remember this. We've got the neighbor has video surveillance of it. And also the car that y'all took over there is financed, and they got a GPS tracker on that car. So we can put you there. We know you're there on surveillance. So if you want to try that you weren't there and you got people there, that shit ain't gonna work. Ain't nobody gonna stand up in court for you and get you on video.
We've got
Okay.
you on video trying to load him up in that car.
And we got your people looking at the video saying, that's Pooh right there. I know that's Pooh because I've grown up with him all my life. Okay? So we can stop that you weren't there. We know Pooh's there. Okay? And if you're going to try that, you're on a sinking ship, cuz. And you'll spend the rest of your life in prison. Because all these other jokers are going to get up there and say, man, this is what happened. It was up to this, we went over there, this happened. So if you want to go down on that ship, you sink it.
These detectives come in swinging, letting Lantonio, or Pooh as he's also called, know that his half-baked denials will get him nowhere. He's been caught on the neighbor's security footage trying to load David into the Taurus, which is also fixed with a GPS device from the dealership. But despite his actions resulting in his own cousin's death, he still tries bargaining his way out of taking any responsibility for it.
But if I still ask for a lawyer and then I tell the whole truth, what happened, I'm still get what, life sentence, 2 life sentences?
2 life sentences. For what?
No, I'm just saying, for example, if I get me a lawyer and I still tell y'all the truth, I'm going to still end up getting charged with more than
Well,
what
you know what the thing is, Pooh, is you need to show some remorse and not come in here and try to say, I wasn't there, I don't know nothing about nothing, because that's horse shit. We know it's horse shit. We got you on video. The only thing that you can do, that you can get yourself out of prison, is go in there and say, you know what, I take responsibility for my actions. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. It went sideways, but this is what happened. This is my fault. This is my responsibility. But you know what?
If I tell
I'm
y'all,
going to
can I
share
still
the
get
other.
a lawyer? If I tell y'all right now, can I still get...
Yes, that's your right.
attorney?
That's your constitutional right to have an attorney before we talk to you. Okay? So we're done at this point.
And
We're
I'm
going to take
honest, when
you.
all that shit happened before, I promise God I didn't know none of that shit was going to happen. All I know is he told me, he said, man, we finna go ahead and buy some weed. That's all we got there. Next thing I know, Cleve Gordon Jr., he the one picked up the pistol on that man. I just thought it was just for us. We were finna buy some weed and leave.
Do you want to talk to us about it without a lawyer present? We'd be more than happy to sit here and talk with you about it and what
How
we know
long would I
about
have
it.
to wait on the lawyer?
Huh?
How long would I have to wait on the lawyer?
You got one in mind that you can call. But by law, we cannot talk to you
Can
about
y'all appoint me with an attorney?
it. You're going to have to go to court first to be
Yeah,
appointed an attorney.
it doesn't work that way. So
So,
basically, right now, if you want a lawyer, that's fine. We can't bring one up here. But if you want to call one, if you've got one that you've already been talking to, we're more than happy to call them for you. But we can't have any more conversation if you're asking for a lawyer. We can't have any more conversation.
because I want to tell the truth what happened, because I didn't do nothing, man. I promise God, I put this on my 8 kids. I love to death. I didn't do anything. I promise just supposed to be get some weed and go home. That's all it's supposed to be. We was walking from some dude, I don't even know this other dude. We walking from his house. I'm trying to help him get out dope for anything. But in the midst, I'm the only one being pinpointed, and it was 2 other people that was there that I didn't even know what was going on. They just told me, oh, here go the money, we finna buy some weed. And I had my own money because I finna buy my own weed from the dude. And next thing I know, goddamn, the dude wanted some pills too. So I told my cousin, I said, I got some X pills, that's all I got. Dude wanted to buy, I had like 5 on it, so I gave them to him. And he went in the house. Next thing I know, I seen him pull out the gun. Cleve threw me back in the house, we finna rob. I said, we ain't finna do nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't got nothing to do with 8 kids to live for. 8 kids, I'm not finna rob nobody. I've been going through this shit 2 years on probation. Everybody trying to kill me for something I didn't do. I promise to God, man, you guys my probation. She'll tell you everything. Every time something happened, I told that lady I went a couple times. Everybody in Pensacola been after me for no. That's like that shooting that was on the news. Everybody would blame me for that. I didn't do none of this. I don't know what's going on. I'm so I was scared.
A clearly terrified Lentonio claims he had nothing to do with the armed robbery and no motive to be involved. He's on probation after all, and the only thing he wanted to do was buy weed. This is in stark contrast to his previous statement of not being there at all. But considering he's only 22 years old and has 8 kids to support, that may have been motive enough for some fast cash right there. He'll continue to stress he had no idea what he was walking into, and as far as not staying by his dying cousin's side, he has an excuse for that too.
I tried to hit my cousin when I see that shit going on. I tried. I wanted to stay when I had a warrant. Then Cleve told me not to tell on him. Well, I shouldn't tell on you in a way it made me feel like you killed him. You set me up on the humbug to come with you to this man's house. Came and got me and him. I going on. He didn't know what was going on. We get over here, Cleve, we get in this man's house. You heard me push the door and pull the pistol on the man and hit the man in the head. Come on, man. Lord knows I'm trying to tell my cousin I tried. I seen Dan Cleve in the clip right now like ain't nothing going on, but I'm the only one being pinpointed.
You know, it's all gonna work itself out the way it's supposed to. But I can't really talk to you about it at this point. There's not a whole lot I can do right now because we're talking about
Homicide.
You want a lawyer, so you know.
I do, but at the same time, it's like I'm trying to tell the truth to set me free.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't do anything, have nothing to do with that. I said with everybody else, and I promise to God it did not happen no way like that. I promise. Dude called me for some pills. Then was going to get some weed from him, and Cleve went up the pistol on that man. I told that man, I'm finna go. He closed the door on me. You not going nowhere. You stand right here. Cause I'm not staying here, man. I got 8 kids to live for, and I still end up getting caught up in the crossfire. Cause to be honest, man, the people that tell you I was in the house, I was already scared, man. I was standing there shook up already, like, what's going on? Then, goddamn, David D made the dude come in, the one that's supposed to shot him, lay on the floor. I'm still trying to go out the door. Cleve pulled me back in the house. So everything still follow me. Everything still look like it's my fault, no matter what.
Lentonio puts the blame squarely on Cleveland and claims that neither he nor his deceased cousin David had any knowledge of his plans for an armed robbery. But what will Cleveland have to say about it when he's dragged in for an interview of his own?
What's up, babe? How y'all doing, sir?
Good. How are you doing? I have to steal that from you.
I'm Sergeant Barnes.
How you doing?
Hey, man.
I'm Megan Knotts, investigator with the Sheriff's Office. You know, I don't know if they told you why you're here, but I think you already kind of know.
Yeah, I was just like, man, like I told them I would have been turning myself in, but like I don't know what's going on. You feel me?
Okay.
Me and my old lady got into an argument Tuesday morning. I'm walking towards W Street. The 2 dudes that I used to know, David and Poo Poo. I used to know both of them back growing up in Pensacola Village. And I jumped in the car with them. We riding. I asked him, my old lady called on the phone and asked him, can I go get some food for to eat? He said, well, bro, I can get you some food. I'll take you by the food place, get something to eat. Just hold up for a minute while we stop by 48 real quick. At the time we said that, he on the phone with a dude, black dude named Shannon. the people that stay in 48th at that White House in the corner. So I'm like, okay, it's all right, it's cool, bro. We all gonna get out. All right. I said, man, what y'all ain't nothing crazy from going, right? Cause you know what I'm saying? Bro, y'all got me, I ain't got nothing. You feel me? Like, no, ain't nothing crazy from going, bro. People said, we know the dude. So they get out the car. They asked me to get out the car. He asked me to sit in the yard, stand in the yard. So I stood in the yard for a minute. 5 minutes later, I say, well, him say, the dude say, you ain't get nothing, you ain't get nothing. And I heard David like, well, you gonna give me what I want now. And I gave you my this and that right here. So I'm like, I knocked on the door. As missing me knocked on the door, David and Poo-Poo shoot out. Boom, run out the door. Like that. He said, come on. By the time before I leave, the white dude draw the gun on me. And I'm telling the white, hold up, I don't know what was going on. He said, just stay right there, just stay right there. So I don't have nothing going on. So by that time, David shot. Boom. When he shot, I took off. And that thing, no, it was just shoot, it was a shootout. And I just ran. Kept on running. As missing me trying to run, I called back and tell Poo-Poo. Poo-Poo like, bro, he all right. He in the car with us. I like, man, I need y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got something going on. I don't know what's going on, bro. Y'all got me missing this shit right here. I don't know what's going on. So they say, man, ain't nothing going on. So finally, when I seen the news, I seen they said David had got killed. So I'm like, what the, man, this not right. So I called it. I'm at the TA in Truman Arms. And I tell his brother what happened. You know what I'm saying? His brother asked me why I left. I ran. They shooting. I don't have no gun. I don't have nothing. For one, I wasn't supposed to be in this spot, but they put me in this spot because they asked me to hold on real quick while they were handling some business.
All right, listen, you know, it sounds to me like there's more to this story than everything that we've heard so far. So I really would like to hear the whole side of the story from you. So hang on, hear me out. So that we don't just operate off of one side of the story, okay? So in order for me to do that, I gotta ask you some questions, but in order for me to ask you the questions, we gotta go over this, okay? I'm sure you've seen this before on TV, so just hang on. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna read this and you're gonna listen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And if you agree to everything that I talk about here,
yes, ma'am,
you're gonna sign this and then we can talk, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have the right to remain silent.
Cleveland's version of events is similar to Pooh's in one way. He's an innocent man who was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. But if it sounds like there's more to this story, that's because there is. A lot more. After reading Cleveland his rights, detectives try their best to pry it out of him, and they make it clear from the start they're tired, overworked, and not in the mood for any of his crap.
Well, look, you know, here's the deal. I'm just going to be straightforward and honest with you, okay? I've worked now for probably 50 on this. I'm tired and I want to go home, okay?
Yes,
and I don't want to be sitting with you.
Me neither.
Listen, I know way more than you think I know.
You can know me. Listen, man. I understand what you're saying, man.
I've talked to multiple people.
You can talk to whatever. Listen, mama. You can talk to whatever. I'm gonna tell you what I know. I was there.
Okay.
You feel me?
And I know, and I'm gonna tell you what I know based upon video.
Okay.
We have video from the scene.
You can have video. What you hope you do. If you have video from scene, man,
and we know that what you're saying is not true.
Ma'am,
you're telling some of it.
No,
but you're not telling everything.
Listen,
okay.
I'm telling you the honest truth. I don't know how y'all sit here trying to play it in no other kind of way, man. Yeah, I'm telling you the God honest truth. If you had a video to see it, you will see it. But I'm telling you the truth. I don't know, like everybody say, it wasn't no home invasion. It wasn't no home invasion. Some people knew what was going on. But whatever they had going on inside the house, it didn't work out to the way they wanted to work out. It wasn't nobody trying to rob nobody, man. You hear me?
Well, then you tell me what was going on over
I'm telling you this. It's both been a drug-related deal.
Mm-hmm.
He both been brought this man Shannon some drugs. Well, regardless, I think Shannon didn't have no money or whatever. I don't know, whatever.
Who was supposed to bring the drugs?
David.
Okay.
And Poo-Poo was going with David.
Okay.
Bring the drugs. I'm telling you, they're not going to tell me everything because I was just, like I told you, I got into a old lady. The same room David just got me out of, that's the room I got from old lady today because we don't have nowhere to live. But I'm living with my family as I move around. So I don't get in trouble. I don't move around, I don't go to do all this right here. So whatever you say you see on video, you can have it on video, mama, but you ain't going to see me doing anything because I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay, you won't be seen on video going down to load David up in the car after he's been shot?
I tried to.
Okay.
I told them I tried to. I tried to help him. But I don't know what's going on after that. I don't know what's going on. I tried to help him. I told the woman in the yard to call the police and ambulance. I don't know what's going on. The white man was trying to kill her.
Describe the white guy.
The white guy, he was driving a Cadillac. He drove a black Cadillac, photo Cadillac. He was at the house right here, like the corner on 48. That house right here is a black Cadillac and a red truck that was back there.
What kind of Cadillac?
A Escalade, Cadillac Escalade truck. It was white, a black truck with no tint on it.
Were they inside the house?
They was inside the house. They all walked inside the house. Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm the only one that stayed outside.
Who walked inside the house?
David and Poo Poo. They knocked on the door.
Okay.
The black dude looked out the curtain. I supposed to be, I guess it's Shannon, the black dude he was talking to on the phone. He looked out the curtain. He let them in. I stayed outside. I smoked a cigarette, man. I'm telling you, you watch the camera, you'll see it. I'm smoking a cigarette. As we smoked a cigarette, like I tell you, 5 minutes later after that, shooting that shit out the door. David turned around. Before David turned around, the white dude had a gun in my hand. He didn't shoot me because he was trembling. Like I said, I don't know what's going on, sir. By that time, David shot, found. When David shot, that was a man shot. Boom, I shot out. Like I told you, I shot out. David shot behind me. When I said, me finna go, I'm finna go. Poo Poo them already jumped in the car. He said, help him get in the car, bro. Help me get me in the car, bro. They shot me. Bro, they finna kill me too. I don't have no gun. They not finna kill me. So at the black woman house where you sitting at, I was already finna go, because I'm not finna tell you no lie. I'm still finna go. I wasn't finna try to do nothing. I was so scared at the time. But me trying to help him, I tried to help him put in the car. And I told his people, them in TA, I tried to help him put him in the car. But other than everything else, I don't know what's going on. I was blind to that fact.
What does the white dude look like?
The white dude was named, I think his name was Chris. I couldn't tell you. He had a white cap. He had like a cowboy hat. He wore like a cowboy hat. And that's who drive the black Escalade truck. That morning, I guess they supposed to went over there and did something earlier that morning, and they didn't pay them.
The white guy's name is what?
I think his name was Chris. The white dude's name was Chris. But the black dude I know his name was Shannon, because that's who they was talking to on the phone. So, like I told her, man, in the midst of all this right here, the white dude shot David. And like I said, I don't know what they had going on. Like I told his family, I don't know what they had going on.
What kind of gun the white dude have?
It was like a chrome, like a 45 or something like that. It had a big old barrel on it. Cause when he put it to me, he didn't want to shoot me. Cause like I'm telling him, I don't know what's going on. So for anybody see a video camera, they see a video camera, they see a video camera. I left.
Did any shooting happen inside the house?
I think that's when I think David did try to shoot back inside. Sorry, I can't tell you the truth.
What kind of gun David have?
It was like a 38, I think.
What kind of gun do you have?
I don't have them. I never had them.
What kind of gun did Poo Poo have?
I won't say, I think it was a 357 or something like that, something similar to both of them revolvers. I never had a gun.
And how old is this guy with the cowboy?
He was older. He looked older, kind of older, like.
Does he live there at the house?
It was at the door when they opened the door. It was a white girl opening the door. The black dude looking at the curtain. The white guy was in there. It's already on 48th on the corner. Like I told them, like I told his family. I went and told his family what happened, but at the same time, I don't know what's going on because I was supposed to be getting some food and go on and drop back off with my family. And like I told them, I don't know what happened. And it scared me, and to the point I don't want to be around none of those people. And I went to, like I told them, they said, well, won't you do this and won't you do that? Man, I don't know what's going on. But when I see the news and see this right here, I want to go tell, but I don't know what to tell. Like I told them, I don't know what to tell because it was like a crazy situation at that point. People saying they seen this camera, this and seen this back up. If you seen the camera, remember, you seen that I ain't have no weapon.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to put nobody in harm. I was trying to help. I couldn't help. I went and told his family, and I was still like messed up in my head about it because it's like a drug deal, but they saying, I was going to know it says a drug deal, relation, home invasion. No, they never broke in the house. It was simple, they let them in.
Cleveland's convoluted story is hard to untangle, but it breaks down like this. He says that he stayed outside while Antonio and David went in to conduct a drug deal. But after something went wrong, David and the occupant of the house ended up in a gunfight that spilled out onto the front lawn. If that doesn't add up for you, these detectives would agree, especially considering that's not what the neighbor's security footage shows.
So when I check the cameras, I'm gonna have to look and see, this is what this person was wearing, this person. What were you wearing?
I got out of work that morning, that night at security. I worked security.
Uh-huh.
I got out of work.
Where do you work at?
Well, I was working at this point, I work with my boss man, Big Kenny.
Okay.
You can call him to tell you that. I got out of work, had my shirt on my shoulders.
Now, what kind of shirt was that?
My security shirt. My black security shirt.
What color? It's black?
Yes.
And does it have some special
No,
something
man, it got red, white on it, security on it.
Okay.
Had a shirt on my shoulders. As he missing me running, I was trying to help him just right. Like I said, I tried to help him put him in the car and try to help him because, like I said, I still don't know what's going on. And still, like right now, still to the point, I don't know what they did inside the house, what made the trigger, the commotion, what to bring it. But man, if you look at that camera, man, I don't have any parts to do with it. Like I said, like I told my old lady, I wish I never went with them and he let him got in that car with them because I told his family I know him, so I know the white guy shot him, and I know the white guy shot him, and I told them the white guy had shot him. They said there's no white guy in the picture. Man, the white guy shot him. Man, stayed at the house, right at the corner of the house, with the black dude standing. So if y'all were running the camera, you'd see all of them in the yard. It was 3 cars in the yard. The third car had pulled in the yard. The white guy.
Another white guy?
Another white guy.
Okay. And
but
what was
in missing them shooting, that's when the white guy was still outside with me.
Okay. Now, that white guy that pulled up, what kind of car was he in?
He was in like a green looking car. It was like a green with a mixed door on the passenger side.
A what kind of door?
Like a match, like a door,
different color?
Yeah, a different color door on the passenger side.
Did he go in the house?
Yeah, he walked in the house too.
Now he's the one that had the gun or no?
No, the one had the gun was already inside the house. And then, like, man, you say I heard so many stories. Like you said, I heard so many stories, but people saying this and that. Right? Like I tell people, you can say what you want to say, but I know I did not hurt him. I did not bring no horn to nobody. I was like,
well, I don't believe that anybody really meant to hurt him. I don't think that you or Pooh meant to shoot David. It's just kind of one of those things where, it just happened. He got in the way.
No, he doesn't.
Shit went down.
He, man, to me, be real with you, man. He shot first. He shot first. That's why I took off running. When the dude had the gun to me, he wasn't the white guy had the gun to me for about 5 minutes. He was not gonna shoot me. And he said to me just sit still, just stay there. That's what he was telling me. Just stay there.
But you'd have to go inside to have the gun on you.
No, I'm at the doorway right here. If you look at the camera, sir, outside, the door. It's a burning door. Mm-hmm. I'm standing right here by the thing. It's the thing right there. I was smoking my cigarettes outside. They never let me in. That's what I'm telling you. Whatever they had going on inside, it was not no robbery or nothing like that. It's something that when, like, you can tell because it's supposed to be like Poo Poo brought my card back and did you bring my card back? And Poo Poo said, yeah, I got your card, but you got my money or something. The white guy was like, well, you gotta give me a minute and I would have the rest of the shit. And that right there, that's when everything started going off. The fire did not go off to it when they went out the shot outside the door. They walked out the door. You feel me? When they went past me, boom. I'm thinking we finna go and turn around and walk away. The white guy had the gun to me already at the doorway. He's at the doorway. When David got shot outside. You see what I'm saying? And he got shot outside in that man's yard. The man shot him in the yard. I took off. David took off. Poo Poo was already gone. See what I'm saying? Poo Poo was already gone. He left when he first came out. So that's the reason why I'm saying it's like kind of crazy because it wasn't no robbery or nothing like that. It's just I feel like it was somebody got off on the man money and somebody didn't want to pay. And that's just basically how I'm seeing it. Because it's like it was for a car to be involved in it. It was too much. It was something that it's supposed to be ain't went down like it's supposed to went down. So And I'm telling you, that's like the God on the truth, because y'all keep saying y'all can look at the camera. Y'all can look at the camera whatever you want, man. I was nervous and scared because I ain't expect nothing to go off like that, though. And like you said, it happened. But it happened on the outside. And it happened because the white guy shot him because he shot first. He shot in the doorway.
Who? David?
David did.
What made David decide to shoot?
When they like I told you, sir, when they walked out the house, the white guy had the gun on me. I'm still at the doorway like right here.
Well, what made the white guy pull the gun on y'all?
I don't know what they had going on inside the house. So that's what I keep telling you this now. I don't know what they had going on inside the house. But the white guy, he did not shoot me because he had the gun on me for like 5 minutes standing there. You feel me? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But in the midst of that, the white guy was like, to tell you the truth, sir, if it would been like 2 more minutes, the white guy was finna tell me to go and get out the yard. Because they knew I am, whatever they had going on, I wasn't that one of them. See what I'm saying, sir? But in the midst of that, David came and shot round. By the doorway right there. He shot, boom. That's when the white man shot back, boom. That's when everything took off. I took off running, he took off running, poo-poo already gone. That's exactly how it went. Anything else, the home invasion, no, it wasn't no home invasion. Them people let them stay in there, they let them in the house.
It's clear Cleveland's going to stick by this version of events, the one where he's a mere bystander caught up in things beyond his control. So detectives now move on to something else, how he got away from the scene. But when he's not entirely honest, these tired detectives let him know they don't appreciate it, and in no uncertain terms.
Now, how'd y'all get back?
Who get back?
How'd y'all get back home?
I got back because what they say, how it happened. I couldn't put him in the car.
What car?
Poo-poo them car.
Okay.
I couldn't put him in the car with poo-poo them. So poo-poo them and listen them. Poo-poo said, I'm finna go. I gotta go. You feel me? I gotta go with something. I gotta get see drugs off me. This is exactly what he said. I got the drugs off me. I said, well, you go ahead. They left me. I'm walking. I walked back past the police. When they was coming down, sir, they was coming down 46, coming down the Lily Highway, whatever. I'm walking. I ain't have my security shirt. My security shirt, my hat was in their car.
All right, here's the deal. That's right there.
You can say what you want to say, man.
I've got
Who
it on
watched you
camera.
get in the car, bro?
I watched the video.
No, I got out the car. Listen, when they backed the car back, ma'am, and went back that way, I got out the car.
They hauled.
Yes,
they hauled.
God,
you got in the car, right hand to God. You got in that car.
I did get in the car.
And you drove with the rest of them.
No, they back, ma'am. When they back, he went that way. When they went that way, ma'am, right hand to God, ma'am, I'm telling you no lie, ma'am. I got the car, the corner up the thing, the road.
It's time for you to get right with God, okay?
I've been right with God, ma'am.
Get right with God and tell me. I'm getting up and I'm getting out of this room.
Right hand to God, man. Listen here, man. Right hand to God, man. I have kids, man. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you the truth, man. They don't have nothing to do with it. I'm telling you, there wasn't no home invasion. Whatever they had going inside the house, I don't know what they had going on, man. I was not a part of none of this. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not a part of none of this. I don't think when they said, I tried to help them. You right, I tried to help them. They put me in the car. People say he finna go somewhere else. I got out the car like I told you. I got out the car. I walked.
Despite video evidence of Cleveland getting into the gold Ford Taurus with everyone else, he dramatically insists that he walked away from the scene. But detectives now have a very good question for him, and it's one he won't have a very good answer for. Why didn't he do anything to help save David's life?
Okay.
I'm not from here, man. I walked to TA.
All right, stop right there a minute. All right, so you got a friend or a so-called friend of yours that's been shot and laying in the road and is dead, right?
He wasn't dead when we left, sir.
Okay. All right. So, when did you call 911?
I didn't call 911. The black woman in the yard called 911.
When did you go to the police and say, man, this shit just went happen?
Sir, like I told listen, sir. Like I told his family, I went to his family and told his brother what happened. I don't know what to do. You feel me? Because...
Well, you know the difference between right and wrong. What's the right thing to do?
The right thing was to do was, the day was my birthday. My fiancé tell you that. The day was my birthday.
Today?
Yes.
Happy birthday.
I was going... Like Monday morning, I was gonna go if they asked me for questions. I asked people what I need to do. But at the same time, man, when this white man shooting at them and he shot him, and then if you see my face, you know my face. I'm not from here like that. I'm from Alabama. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. Then his family talking about shit and threats at me. His family was sending threats at me and saying this and that right there. And I'm telling y'all what happened. So, far you talking about a bunch of bullcrap, man, it's not a bunch of bullcrap, man. I swear to God, it's not. I got in that car, they backed that car back and shot down this way. They got to the stop sign. He said he finna go another way to do something else. I got out that car, man, and I walked the T8. Oakwood Terrace. I walked the Oakwood Terrace. And when I got there, I told them what happened. His family know what happened. Go check the hospital.
How long did it take you to get from there to Oakwood Terrace?
About, I want to say, good 30 minutes, because I walked from by the hardware store. I came out that road right there and came back up past the liquor store. And I walked all the way up to the end to the hardware store.
What hardware store?
Home Lowe's at the end of Mobile Highway, by Mobile Highway to Light. That's when I came out that way.
And then which way did you go from there?
Straight by Sunrise. And I went down Hollywood. Walked down Hollywood.
So somewhere along there, so Oakwood's got cameras at the gate. So we'll see you walking in the gate by yourself.
You will see me walking in the gate.
You know they do. I mean,
Yeah, I know they do.
You
You'll see me running. You'll see me walking in the gate.
Most stores got it right there on the
Sir,
front.
you'll see me walking in the gate, sir. I ain't gonna nothing to hide, man, sir. I ain't trying to say y'all think I'm not lying about none of this. That's just why the police, when they came tonight, I told them y'all had to do all the things y'all doing. I would have been walked out, you feel me? Because I'm not trying to be a part of this and having a part of this and didn't know what was going on.
You got any questions for us?
Yes, sir. I don't think I'm got for y'all. Y'all trying to put me into something, sir. I understand.
You know why you're in it? Okay, whether your story's right or whether your story's wrong, all right? Somebody got killed, okay? All right? You didn't call the police. You didn't render aid or call for an ambulance.
Sir,
this happened 3 days ago now.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay?
The woman in the yard, she would tell you, I asked them to call the ambulance. The black woman, I asked them to call the ambulance. I did. I asked them to call the ambulance. The ambulance was on the way.
Then why didn't you come forward?
For about what, sir? I don't know what was going on. Like I keep telling you, sir, I don't know what's going on. I'm outside the yard.
You what, 37 years old?
I just turned 37 today.
And you've been in state prison before, right?
And last time I've been in prison was 2009. So last time I've been in trouble.
So you know how all this works, bro.
Yes, I know how it works.
Okay.
But at the same time, sir, how can something work about something I'm telling y'all the truth about, sir?
So, well, you're telling some bits and pieces.
Sir, I don't think I'm telling you not, sir. Sir, the reason why I got in the gun bag, got the gun, sir, because Poo-Poo took that man's gun. Poo-Poo took his drugs. Poo-Poo got his drugs.
Whose drugs?
David's drugs.
So where's the gun? You got a gun in your room?
I don't have no gun.
You don't have no gun in your
I
room?
never had it. They said police searched my room and everything. I never had no weapon. I don't own a weapon.
Okay.
That was their stuff. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I told you, sir, when they got...
Is any of their stuff in your room?
Who?
Of anybody's stuff, is it in your room?
Probably, the phone is.
What phone?
It's a phone that Poo-Poo gave me. It was a black phone. But the phone was, he gave me the phone during the midst of it, that morning it went over there. And then he said he gave it to me that morning when I got in the car. That day I got in the car, he said he found the phone that morning from when it went over there. So this place they went back this morning, they went there already twice now.
Right.
That's what I'm telling y'all. It was not no home, this is not no home invasion at all this right here, sir. I don't have no gun. I don't know people telling y'all this about this right, whatever.
Hang tight, and we're going to get you over to the jail so we can get this show on the road, okay?
Okay, so what they charge me with?
Murder.
How can I get charged with murder?
Read the report.
Sir?
Read the report.
Report about what?
They're gonna get your paperwork.
That's crazy. I can charge somebody that had nothing to do with it. Man, I ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit, man. If you look at you say you got cameras, then you look at the cameras right, then you'll see me at the fucking right side of the yard the whole time. No, man.
After a savage mic drop moment from the detective, Cleveland's left alone for a few minutes to ponder his future, or what's left of it, and unsurprisingly, he doesn't take it well.
Man, I ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit, man. What the fuck? If you look at you say you got cameras, then you look at the cameras right, then you'll see me at the fucking right side of the yard the whole time. Know what them folks got going on, man?
Detectives were hoping that Lintonio and Cleveland would tell the truth, but instead they got conflicting stories at best and bold-faced lies at worst. But there's one more person who's about to be interviewed, the getaway driver, Tatiana Williams. And as detectives begin asking her questions about Lintonio and then the robbery, they once again make it clear they are not messing around.
So the other night, when I talked to you, I told you that he was wanted, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And here we are today, over there at that house on Citrus, your mama's house. And he's over there, all right?
I was talking to him like you asked me to, trying to get him to turn himself in, like you asked.
Okay.
And
Well,
he said that he was going to wait for a lawyer before he turned himself in. That's what he told me.
okay. But still, you know that he's wanted. You know that we're
Yes.
looking for him. You know that it could go bad if we
Yes,
come and
ma'am.
find him
Yes,
in a
ma'am.
car. He ends up getting shot. You know that.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, why didn't you call us?
Because he was just like, I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, he's putting you in that bad position again with your
Yes.
kids, right?
Yes, ma'am. And I got court today for my kid.
What time do you have court today?
12:30.
At 12:30?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you might not be making it today. It just depends how long this takes. That's
Okay.
all up to you.
Okay.
How you wanna handle this today.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
You know, I expect the truth from you.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think that we got the truth the other day. Is
Yes,
that
ma'am.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about Tuesday again. All right, and I want you to be completely honest
Okay.
with me, because I understand that we're talking about a murder investigation,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
And if you tell me a lie in a murder investigation, you can get charged for it,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? And not only that, but you being with him today, and I've got information that you've been with him the whole time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes.
You can get charged for that too,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? You got 6 kids.
Yes.
You need to worry about yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to worry about your own freedom.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're gonna be honest. All right, so let's talk about Tuesday. Did Lintonio take your car to go anywhere?
Yes.
Where did he go?
I'm not sure. I just know he dropped me off at work and he told me he went back to Truman.
All right, so you guys are out there socializing, and then at some point you gotta leave,
Yes.
and you go where?
To work.
Where's work?
Waterburgers.
Which one?
Burgers.
Okay, and you go there at what time?
2.
And
I got
How-
dropped off around 150.
how'd you get there?
The car. Lintonio.
Okay, so Lintonio drove you, or you
Yes.
drove him? And then you
I
guys
drove him.
switched.
Yeah.
You drove him and then switched?
Yes.
Okay, so he took your car. Anybody else in the car with you?
No, ma'am. Not that I remember.
Okay. And did he say where he was going?
No. He
Okay.
just told me he was going back to CA because my kids was out there too.
Okay. And so how long were you at Whataburger?
To after 4.
Till after 4?
Yes. Around
Okay.
5.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Okay. Remember what I told you about honesty?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and about lying to me during an investigation, a murder investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
You can get charged for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you think that I didn't go back to Whataburger and get your time clock?
I know you did.
Exactly. Why are you lying to me about that?
I'm not. Because when I left, we went back to TA.
I mean, that doesn't make sense. That's not even explaining why you lied to me about how long you were there.
It was around 2. I clocked in where I tried to clock in. Okay. I tried to clock in at 2. Their computers was down. So I guess since I was being in training, I had to work on the computer first. So after that, I went back to TA.
Okay,
because I couldn't work.
just stop. Just stop. Okay? You weren't there until after 4.
No, ma'am.
Okay? I've confirmed that with them. So stop digging a deeper hole for yourself. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If you come out and you tell me the truth and be straight with me,
Okay.
all right? We have no problems.
Yes, ma'am.
But you start lying to me and going down that road, and there's nothing I can do to help you anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? This is not worth you losing your freedom
Yes, ma'am.
and losing your kids, all 6 of them.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to stop worrying about covering for him.
Yes, ma'am.
He's going to prison for the rest of his life. Okay, So whether you want to sit down there with him, that's up to you.
No,
You sit in here and talk, and go with him.
I don't.
So you better get right.
Yes, sir.
Detectives catch Tatiana in a lie about what time she left work and then make it clear in no uncertain terms. If she doesn't start telling the truth, she's cooked.
All right, now here's where we get real serious.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. From this point on, you tell me everything, and we can get through it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we can get through it. If you're honest with me, I'm gonna be right there helping you.
Yes, ma'am.
But you tell me a lie and there's nothing I can do for you anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you went back to TA with Antonio. And then what?
They drove off.
Who drove off?
Antonio now.
Antonio who?
Cleveland, and Deputy.
And what were they going to do?
Rob somebody.
Okay. Now how do you know that?
He told me.
Who told you?
Antonio.
And why is he gonna go rob somebody?
I guess because we needed money for the bills so we can move. And he was like, that's his only option to get money for the bills.
Now why were they gonna go over and rob that person?
I'm not sure. I guess because he had a lot of money.
And when they pull up, they're in the Taurus.
Yes.
And who's driving?
Antonio. The only one who got out, the only person I didn't see was David Washington.
Okay. So it's Antonio.
Yes.
Where was Cleve?
He was still in the car.
What part of the car?
The back seat, I believe.
Okay. Who was in the front seat?
Nobody.
Nobody?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And then what did they say when they came back?
He threw me some money.
Who threw you?
Antonio.
Okay.
Antonio threw me some money. And I was like, what happened to David? He was like, he got shot. And I was like, who shot him? And he was like, the white dude. And so after that, I asked Ocelia to ride with me to go pick up my little girl from school. Well, from daycare.
Okay. So, how much money did he throw you?
Nothing but probably about $25.
Okay. And then, did they say anything? How were they acting? Did
Nervous.
were they nervous? Were they upset at all?
They was nervous. They was nervous and upset. And Antonio was just like, my cousin just got killed. And I was like, how you know he did? And he was like, he tried to put him in the car to help him. But I guess they couldn't fit him in the car, so they left.
Did they think about maybe trying to call 911 or?
Yes. From what I heard, they thought about calling 911.
They thought about it?
Yes.
They didn't do it?
No.
Okay.
While Tatiana claims to have been home the entire time of the robbery, the facts of the case say otherwise. She was found to have dropped the 3 would-be robbers off at the scene and picked them up after, and that makes her an accessory to David's death. Under Florida law, when multiple people commit a robbery and one of the perpetrators ends up getting killed by the victim, it constitutes second-degree murder. And for our suspects, no matter how much involvement they had in the crime, that's very bad news. Lantonio Quinn pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and robbery with a firearm. He took a plea deal and was sentenced to 25 years with a minimum of 10 years served. Cleveland Golden Jr. was charged with second-degree murder, robbery with a firearm, and possessing a firearm as a felon. He was found guilty and sentenced to 50 years. Tatiana Williams pleaded no contest to charges of second-degree murder. She was found guilty and sentenced to 24 years. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.